article is public transportation. Though there are 600 million cars on the planet and counting, there are also 7 billion people, which means that for the vast majority of us, getting around involves taking buses, ferry boats, commuter trains, streetcars, and subways. In other words, traveling to work, school, or the market means being a strap hanger, somebody who, by choice or necessity, relies on public transportation rather than a privately owned automobile. Half the population of New York, Toronto, and London do not own cars. Public transportation is how most of the people of Asia and Africa, the world's most populous continents, travel. Every day, subway systems carry 155 million passengers, 34 times the number carried by all of the world's airplanes. And the global public transport market is now valued at $428 billion annually. A century and a half after the invention of the internal combustion engine, private car ownership is still not the norm. And yet, public transportation in many minds is the opposite of glamour. In much of North America, taking transit that is public is a depressing experience. Anybody who has waited far too long on a street corner for the privilege of boarding a lurching, overcrowded bus or wrestling luggage onto subways and shuttles to get to a big city airport knows that transit on this continent tends to be underfunded, ill-maintained, and ill-planned. Given the opportunity, who wouldn't drive? Hopping in a car almost always gets you to your destination more quickly. It doesn't have to be like this. Done right, public transport can be faster, more comfortable, and cheaper than a private automobile. In Shanghai, German-made magnetic levitation trains skim over elevated tracks at 266 miles an hour, whisking people to the airport at a third of the speed of sound. In provincial French towns, electric-powered streetcars run silently on rubber tires, sliding through narrow streets along a single guide rail set into cobblestones. From Spain to Sweden, Wi-Fi equipped high-speed trains seamlessly connect with highly ramified metro networks, allowing commuters to work on laptops as they prepare for same-day meetings in once distant capital cities. In Latin America, China, and India, working people board fast-loading buses that move like subway trains along dedicated busways, leaving the sedans and SUVs of the rich stuck in dawn-to-dusk traffic jams. And some cities have transformed their streets into cycle path freeways,